Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. Dear students, in the previous video, we have discussed about that model question paper. Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. Dear students, Karnataka School Examination and Assessment Board has released the model question paper. Regarding about these model question papers, in the previous video, we have discussed about that SSLC model question paper number 2, social science English medium. We have analyzed detailed with chapter wise answer for each questions. Even in this video also, we are going to get the complete analysis with the chapter wise questions, complete answer, questions with chapter wise analysis of the answers we are going to discuss in this video. Let's come to the first main multiple choice question. As you are aware about that, there will be 8 1-mark questions, total 8 marks. Among that, first question. Here is the first question. Back to Vedas was declared by. And this question, it is from the history, social and religious reformation movement. So that you need to concentrate about social and religious reformation. And the 4 options are Atmaram Pandurang, Dayananda Saraswati, Swami Vivekananda. Option D, Rajaram Mohan Rai. And the right answer, Dayananda Saraswati. Back to Vedas was declared by Dayananda Saraswati. Let's move on to second one. The correct group of countries that form a triple entity pact is. Students, this is the question. It is from history, World War and India's role. And the 4 options. Option A, Britain, France, Russia. B, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy. And C, Italy, France, Russia. D, Germany, Austria, Hungary, France. So the right answer, option A, Britain, France, Russia. So history, in that World War and India's role, you need to concentrate about this. Let's move on to third one. The agency of UNO, which won the Nobel Peace Prize is. This is the question. It is from political science, world organizations. And the 4 options. Option A, WHO. B, UNESCO. C, FAO. D, UNICEF. And the and the right answer for this, UNICEF. Nobel Prize owned by the agency of UNO is UNICEF. Question number 4. The leader who led the Narmada Bachao Andolan is. This is the question. It is from sociology, collective behavior and protests. And the 4 options. Option A, Sundarlal Bahugud. B, Chandi Prasad Bhatt. C, Shivaram Karanth. D, Medha Patkar. The right answer, option D, Medha Patkar. Cyclone occurs in the Bay of Bengal during retreating monsoon due to. This is the question. It is from geography, natural disasters. And the 4 options. Option A, the differences in temperature and pressure of land and sea areas. Option B, the direct rays of the sun falling over the northern hemisphere increases the temperature. Option C, these reasons are at high altitude above the sea level. Option D, North India is away from the sea. And the right answer, option A, the differences in temperature and pressure of land and sea areas. Question number 6. The best example for organized workers sector is. This is the question. It is from sociology, labor and economic life. And the 4 options. Option A, housekeepers. B, agricultural laborers. C, government officials. D, hawkers and peddlers. The best example for organized workers, government officials. Option C, right answer. Question number 7. The system started in India in the view of administrative decentralization is. This is the question. It is from economics. And the four options. Option A, Panchayat Raj. B, Stree Shakti. C, Narega. D, Consumer Codes. And the right answer, option A, Panchayat Raj. And the eighth one, among the multiple choice question, last one, eighth one. The chairman of the District Consumer Forum will be option A, District Judge. B, District Commissioner. C, Chairman of Consumer Court. D, Chief Justice of the State. Students, this is the question. It is from Business Studies, Consumer Education and Protection. The right answer, District Judge is the chairman of District Consumer Forum. So let's move on to second main. Answer the following questions in a sentence each. Total 8 questions. Each one carries 1 mark. Total 8 marks. Question number 9. 1 mark question. First one. Why did Swami Vivekananda start the Ramakrishna mission? Students, this is the question. It is from History, Social and Religious Reformation Movement. Answer, Swami Vivekananda established Ramakrishna mission in order to propagate the ideals of his guru or his teacher Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Question number 10. What was the objective of appointing Goebbels a special minister by Hitler? This is the question from History, World Wars and India's role. Answer, to spread racial hatred, he appointed a special minister called Goebbels. Why was UN Trusteeship Council established? This is the question from Political Science, World Organizations. Answer, Trusteeship Council. Trusteeship Council is a committee set up to look after the colonial territories during their transition period. Question number 12. What is social stratification? This is the question from Sociology, social stratification. And the answer, social stratification refers to the practice of classifying people as upper class and lower class on the basis of income, education, caste, color, gender, occupation, intelligence, etc. Let's move on to question number 13. Which area receives the lowest recorded rainfall in India? Students, this is the question from Geography, India seasons. Answer, Roili of Jaisalmer district in Rajasthan has recorded lowest rainfall in India. Question number 14. What is rural development? This is the question. It is from Economics, Rural Development. The lesson, Rural Development. Answer, to development of agriculture and agriculture related activities encompasses extend development of housing, education, health, hygiene, transport, communication and other essential social and economic amenities, creation of employment opportunities, social welfare, etc. Even if, one more answer for this rural development is an improvement of the social and economic status of the rural people by proper utilization of the locally available natural and human resources. Let's move on. Question number 15. Why is March 15th observed as the World Consumers Day? Students, this is the question. It is from Business Studies, Consumer Education and Protection. On the day, the President John F. Kennedy gave the American consumers for 4 basic rights. For this reason, March 15th observed as the World Consumers Day. Question number 16. Which metal is used as universal standard of monetary value? This is the question. It is from Geography, India Minerals. So gold metal is used as the universal standard of monetary value. Throughout the world, we are using gold as a universal standard of monetary value. So that's it about 1 mark question. 8, total 8 marks it is completed. Let's move on. Third main, 2 mark questions. Answer the following questions in 2 or 4 sentences or points each. Total 8 questions is 16 marks. Question number 17. Which are the factors that create unemployment in India? Students, this is the question. It is from Sociology, Labor and Economic Life. Answer: overpopulation, mechanization, too much of division of labor, illiteracy, social inequality, insufficient capital. So these are the factors that create unemployment in India. There will be a choice question for 17. Question number first 2 mark question, choice. The choice question is, what are the effects of child marriage? This is the question. It is from collective behaviors and protests. This is the question. It is from the sociology, social challenge. This is the question. It is from the social challenges. Answer: the holistic development of children is stunted, loss the power of questioning, sexual assaults, physical violence, malnutrition, anemia, diseases, abortions, infanticide, maternal mortality increases, the right to education is violated, the right to childhood is violated, the right to entertainment is violated. And question number 18. Even this question number 18 also, it has a choice. Among that, choice number 1. What is the role of government in maintaining law and order? So here, the role of government maintaining law and order, it is categorized into 2 parts. One from central government and another one state government. In that, first, central government. The responsibility of maintaining law and order by central government is mentioned in many articles of the Constitution. For example, protection the nation from external aggression is mentioned in the Article 355 of the Constitution. In case of failure of constitutional machinery in states, the President of India can declare state emergency according to Article 356. The Union Home Minister has important armed forces to provide security to the public and through them maintains law and order. Whereas state government, the primary responsibility of state government is to maintain law and order. To discharge these responsibilities, the state government has a police administration, consists of an executive class and advisory class. In the states, the police department is under Home Minister. This ministry is responsible to look after police administration. The Home Secretary is the administrative head of the Home Department and advises and assists the Home Minister in discharge of his duties. The Home Department performs the task of supervision and coordination of the police administration. Students, this is the question. It is from the political science, public administration and introduction. Let's move on to choice number 2. What are the measures taken by the government to bring literacy in India? This is the question. It is from political science, challenges of India and their remedies. Answer: National Literacy Mission in 1988, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan in 2001, free education for children of 6 to 14 years, Sakshara Bharat in 2009, Article 21A of Constitution, education is made a fundamental right. Right to Education 2009. In 2018, Comprehensive Education Program was implemented. Nava Bharat Literacy Program has been started in 2022 to 2027. Education is physically challenged. So this is about these are the answer for measures taken by the government to bring literacy in. Let's move on to question number 19. Which factors made Europeans to discover new sea route to India? This is the question. It is from history. Advent of Europeans to India. Answer for this. In 1453, the Ottoman Turks captured the city of Constantinople. Constantinople came under the control of Turks. Demand for Indian spices. The Turks started levying too many taxes. Trade became unprofitable. Spain, Portugal, attempting to break the monopoly of Italian traders. They started encouraging adventurous sailors to find a new sea route to India, started scientific inventions. The invention of compass, astrolabe, and gunpowder provided further impetus to this venture. Let's move on. Question number 20th. Subsidiary alliance made the native rulers powerless. How? This is the question. It is from history. The extension of British rule. Answer. The Indian kings had to keep the British army in their kingdom. King had to pay maintenance charges, had to give certain revenue lines for the same. The king had to have a British resident in his court. The king could not appoint any other European without the permission of the British. Any agreement or pact with any Indian state, the permission of the Governor General was mandatory. For the above reasons, a subsidiary alliance made the native rulers powerless. Okay, question number 21. What are the effects of soil erosion? This is the question. It is from geography. India soils. Effects of soil erosion: causing floods, changing direction of river course, the storage capacity of the reservoirs and lakes get reduced, the volume of water percolating down gets reduced, natural springs dry up, loss of fertility of the soil, agricultural productivity is reduced, groundwater reduced, drought increases, harm of vegetation. So these are the effects of soil erosion. Let's move on. Question number 22. How can we conserve forests? This is the question. It is from geography. India forests. The answer: planting saplings, sowing seeds, cutting down dried up and observing trees which causes forest fires, protecting the forest tree against diseases, gardening against illegal cutting of trees, avoiding grazing of domestic animals in forests, motivating people to plant saplings, creating awareness among the people, implementing the social forestry projects, implementing the afforestation programs, proper utilization of forest resources. So these are the methods of preventing or conserve forests. Let's move on. How are, question number 23, how are direct taxes different from indirect taxes? Direct tax is the question. It is from economics, public finance and budget. Answer: direct tax paid by an individual on whom it is imposed. Burden is not transferable to others. Example: personal income tax, wealth tax, stamp duty, etc. Even indirect tax imposed on goods and services, burden is transferable to others. Example: GST, VAT are the examples. Okay, let's move on to last 2-mark question. Question number 24. Explain how the saving bank account is different from current bank account. Savings bank account. This type of account is generally opened in banks by salarized persons or by the persons who have a fixed regular income. There is no restriction on the number and amount of deposits. Generally, banks give interest on these deposits. Current account. Current account is opened by businessmen who have a large number of regular transactions with the bank. In current account, amount can be deposited or withdrawn any number of times in a day. Generally, banks do not give any interest on these deposits but collect the service charges or bank charges on such accounts. Okay, so this is the differentiate between the savings bank account and current bank account. Students, so these are about the 2-mark question, total 8 2-mark questions, 16 marks completed. Let's move on to next main, that is 4th main. Answer the following questions in 6 sentences or points each. Total there will be a 9 3-mark question, total 27 marks. Among that, question number 25. And this question number 25, it has a choice. In the choice number 1, explain the factors of Rayatwari system. This is the question, it is from history, the impact of British rule in India. Answer, the Rayatwari system was first implemented in Baramahal region by Alexander Reed in 1792. The system was later implemented in Madras and Mysuru region by Thomas Munro in 1801. Most of these regions had become part of British Empire by the time. Both the farmer and the company were directly linked. The tiller of the land was recognized as the owner of the land. The owner had to pay 50% of produce as land tax to the company government. The land tax had 30 years of tenure. The tax could be revived after this tenure. So this choice question. Explain the revolt of Sangolli Rayana against British. Students, so this is the question, it is from history. Opposition to British rule in Karnataka and Odayars of Mysuru. Sangolli Rayana. Answer, Rayana was a brave soldier. He fought for the independence of Kitturu and felt it was his duty to liberate his motherland. Developed a sense of nationalism, organized army, organized secret meetings, looted treasury, looted the taluk offices of the British. He had an army of 500 men. The British devised a cunning strategy to capture Rayana. Desai and Krishnaraya joined the hands with the British. Thus, Rayana was cunningly captured. Rayana hanged to death at Nandagad on 26th January in 1831. Okay, this is about Sangolli Rayana. Let's move on to question number 26. How did 5-year plans support the development of India? This is the question from economics, the lesson economy and government. Answer for this, growth in national income, rise in per capita income, progress in agriculture, growth in industry and services, self-sufficiency in food grains production, increase in employment opportunities, poverty alleviation, progress in science and technology, increase literacy rate and life expectancy, rate of infant mortality and postnatal mortality has reduced. Exports to foreign countries, progress of infrastructure facilities, inclusive growth. And even this question also, it has a choice. Question number 26, it has a choice. And the choice question is, how do women become the cause for the rural development? Students, this is the question, it is from economics, rural development. Answer, there are more women working in the areas of farming, cattle rearing, fisheries, silkworm rearing, horticulture, floriculture and poultry. Women from the majority among agricultural workers too. In this way, they played a very important role in the development of rural area. Let's move on to question number 27. Even this question number 27 also, it has a choice. Among that, choice number 1. How are banks helpful to consumers? This is the question, it is from the bank transactions. Answer, safe custody of money, protect your money, Banks help in making payments. Bank helps in collection of money. Bank holders get advance and loans. Bank helps in smooth financial transactions. Account holders can get safe deposit locker facility. Bank fit that your needs. We can transfer money if required. And the choice question. Choice question. How do entrepreneurs interact in the country's economy? This is the question. It is from Business Studies Entrepreneurship. Answer for this: promote capital formation by mobilizing the idle savings of the citizens. Entrepreneurs provide large-scale employment opportunities, increase the GDP, gross domestic product and per capita income, encourage effective mobilization of skills, avail better quality goods at lower prices which results in the promote development of industries, improves the standard of living, promote country's export trade, maximize profits by innovations, economic development. Let's move on to question number 28. Even this question number 28 also it has a choice. Among that, choice number 1. Which are the factors helpful for the localization of industries? This is the question. It is from Geography, India, Industries. Answer: availability of raw materials, energy resources, market, transport facility, availability of labor, port facility, land availability at low cost, technology, government policies. These are the factors influence the location of industries, vary from one type of industry to another. Let's move on to choice number 2. Which are the industrial regions of India? Even this is the question from Geography, India, Industries. The industrial regions are Hooghly region, Mumbai Pune region, Ahmedabad Vadodara region, Damodar Valley Industrial Region, Southern Industrial Region, National Capital Region, Vishakhapatnam Guntur Region, Kollam Thiruvananthapuram region. Okay, this is question number 28. Let's move on to question number 29. What are the contributions of Dayananda Saraswati and Rajaram Mohan Rai for the socio-religious reformation movement in India? Students, this is the question from History, Social and Religious Reformation Movement. Answer for this: first we are going to be discuss about Rajaram Mohan Rai. Rajaram Mohan Rai established Brahmo Samaj, opposed idol worship, opposed the Palitaism, encouraged monotheism, opposed the exploitation of women, opposed child marriage, opposed sati system, encouraged widow remarriage, condemned performance of yagas and rituals. It attempted to bring in reforms in the traditions and customs in Hindu religion, support English education and modern science, exposed India's to Western political thoughts. It enabled the development of rationalism among the Indians. The one more social reformer, Dayananda Saraswati, established Arya Samaj, emphasized that the Vedas were the source of truth and knowledge, advised people to back to Vedas, condemned idol worship, condemned caste system, rejected the innumerable meaningless practices, encouraged widow marriage, urged people to use Swadeshi goods. He advocated that caste should be decided based on the availability and not on the birth of a person. Established schools and colleges. Swarajya and Swadharma, advocated by Dayananda Saraswati, inspired freedom movement. Purification ritual was the main activity of Arya Samaj. Dayananda Saraswati, who was a great patriot, he proclaimed that India should be for Indians. Question number 30. What are the causes for the failure of first war of Indian independence? This is the question. It is from history. The first war of Indian independence. Answer for this: did not spread the whole country. Not an organized struggle. This struggle was intended to protect the interests of few. The entire country had no intention of getting freedom. It erupted due to certain unexpected reasons. The unity among the British forces, but lack of unity among the Indian soldiers. No proper direction, no proper leadership, lack of strategy, lack of expertise among the soldiers, lack of discipline. Many provincial kings on account of their loyalty to the British and did not support the struggle. The people lost the confidence in the soldiers due to their arson and looting. Let's move on to question number 31. India has taken firm steps in controlling terrorism justified. Okay, this is the question. It is from the political science. India foreign policy and global challenges. Answer for this: Special Forces of National Investigation Agency NIA. India is strongly opposed terrorism within India and in foreign soil. Global cooperation to counter terrorism. Created ATS, anti-terrorist squads. Intelligence agencies like IB, Intelligence Bureau, RAW, Research and Analysis Wing. A financial intelligence unit has been set up. India signifies its supports on the global fights against all forms of terrorism. Use of defense forces. Anti-terrorist forces are set up. So question number 33. What are the measures taken by the government to control social stratification in India? Students, this is the question. It is from Sociology, Social Stratification. Section 17 of Constitution prohibits the practice of untouchability. The Untouchability Crime Act in 1955, Citizens Rights Protection Act in 1976. Practice of untouchability is a punishable offence. Reservation in educational, political, economic and employment opportunities. The regulation of 1989 confers special responsibilities to the state governments with regard to eradication of untouchability, universal suffrage, right to equality, right to vote, right to participate in election, right to entry into the temples, education to all, equality among all. One nation and one caste concept. Hard punishment, intercaste marriages, create the awareness. So let's move on to the last 3 marks question. How is road transport more important than any other mode of transport in India? The students, this is the question from Geography, India, Transport and Communication. Development of, answer for this: development of villages, development of agriculture. Movement of agricultural produce by farmers to the markets impossible only by roads. To supply essential goods, movement of goods, road transport, feeders of railways, easy to access in hilly areas, low cost and maintenance compared to other transport. Hence, roads are very important for the economic development. So that's it about 3 marks question. And let's move on to fifth main. Answer the following questions in about 8 sentences points each. There will be a four questions are there. Each one carries 4 marks. Total 16 marks. Among that, question number 34. First 4 mark question. Explain the impact of British education in India. Dear students, this is the question. It is from the impact of British role in India. Answer for this: Indians developed modernity, developed secularism, developed democratic attitudes, developed rationality, developed nationalistic ideals, local literature developed, local languages developed, new social and religious reformation movements emerged, fresh thinking began, influenced Indian freedom struggle, universities were established, schools and colleges started, Indians could understand and appreciate their rich tradition. In this way, the new thinking and cultural perception that emerged due to the British education system created a new generation of Indians with progressive attitudes. This first 4 mark question, there will be a choice. Choice number 2. Explain the process of merger of Jammu and Kashmir to Indian Union. Students, this is the question from history. India after independence. Answer for this: Jammu and Kashmir, ruled by King Hari Singh, wanted to remain independent. Pakistan incited the tribals of Jammu and Kashmir Valley. The National Conference of Sheikh Abdullah fought for the freedom of Kashmir. He decided that merging with India, that had a democratic republican constitution, was better than merging with Pakistan, which had a religious constitution. Pakistan attacked India. King Hari Singh requested for the help from the Indian government. Pakistani attempt failed. Jammu and Kashmir merged with India with certain conditions. One part of Kashmir remained with Pakistan. India complied to UNO on 1st January 1949. UNO ordered a ceasefire. The northwest region of Kashmir occupied by Pakistan is called POK. Pak occupied Kashmir even now. The integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India is unique compared to other provinces. Let's move on to question number 35. What is the role of extremists in the freedom movement of India? This is the question. It is from history freedom movement. The answer: age of extremists is 1905 to 1920. The leaders are Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandrapal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Aurobindo Ghosh. Unhappy with moderates, those who criticized the moderate thinking, propagated extremist ideas, opposed the partition of Bengal in 1905, popularized Swadeshi movement in 1906, ban on Western goods, encouraged the people to use Indian goods. Good administration cannot be a substitute for independence. An independent India was the aim of extremists. Tilak declared, Swaraj is my birthright and I will get it at any cost. Started religious functions to organize people. Published Kesari and Maratha newspaper. Leaders were imprisoned. In 1911, the British government withdrew the declaration of partition of Bengal. Question number 36. This is the question. Question number 36. Which are the factors that decide the cropping pattern? This is the question. It is from the geography, India, land use and agriculture. Answer for this: natural factors, economic factors, social factors and other factors. Among that, natural factors: landforms, climate, soil and rainfall. Economic factors: commercial crops, earning of huge profit, land holdings, irrigation. Social factors: traditions, superstitious, illiteracy, etc. Farmers' attitude change in the area to area and time to time. Other factors like water availability, transport facilities, market hybrid seeds, chemical fertilizers, technology, land development. So these are the factors which are decide the cropping pattern. Let's move on to 4-mark last question. What are the measures taken by the government to solve gender discrimination? This is the question. It is from Political Science, Challenges of India and their Remedies. Let's move on to answer for this. Answer: the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare have been started. National and State Women's Commission have been established. Women Development Corporation has been set up at state level. Reservation for Women, Sakhi One Stop Center started. Women Violence Protection Domestic Act implemented in the year 2005. Prohibition of Sexual Harassment of Women in Working Place, the Act of 2013. In Karnataka, 50% of seats reserved for women in local self-governments. Women Helpline number 1091. Parliament has passed Nari Shakti Vandana Abhiyan Act giving 33% of reservation to women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. Women education, women empowerment. So that is about the 4-mark questions. Let's move on to the last domain, that is outline map of India. Provided to you, mark any 5 given the following places. Students, one change, that is here it is given map providing by the department only. So in that 7 places are given, you need to locate only the 5 places. Okay, among that whichever the places from which lesson you need to concentrate about map location. Nagarjuna Sagar. So related to Nagarjuna Sagar, you can see that here the location of here the Nagarjuna Sagar. The part of this location, it is considered as the Nagarjuna Sagar. So I think you are visible. This is the Nagarjuna Sagar. This is the place from the lesson India water resources. And the second one, Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. Here it is, you can see the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. So that is the lesson from the transport and communication. And the C, Coromandel Coast. Here you can see this part of area, it is considered as the location Coromandel Coast. Coromandel Coast, it is from the lesson India Geographical Position and Features. First lesson. Vindhya Mountains. Here you can see these are called as the Vindhya Mountains. This is also from the lesson, first lesson Geography India Geographical Position and Features. Pak Strait. Here it is, the part of location, it is called as the Pak Strait between India and Sri Lanka. Between the area location, it is called as Pak Strait. Even this is also place that is from the first lesson India Geographical Position and Features. Utkal Coast. Can see here this part of area we are going to be called as, this is Coromandel Coast, and this part of area it is called as the Utkal Coast. Even this is also place from the India Geographical Position and Features. Physical features. Last one, Gateway of India. Gateway of India, you can see that Mumbai is called as the Gateway of India. That is the lesson from India Transport and Communication. So this is about model question paper number 3. So if you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment box. I will try to solve your doubts. And I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye-bye. Take care.